How much of, when it comes to betting, let's say you get 20 customers, right? You think, are there a lot of cappers out here selling you half one side, half the other side to claim they got bets all the time?
We have models. I have a team of people. I have a team of sharp bettors. I mean, there's a reason why we're limited or banned from every single sportsbook out here in Las Vegas. The hardest part for me is to get down bets.
Welcome to City Sports Talk. I'm your host, Ronnie Marquez. Today's guest, a very special one. He's actually one of the few winningest cappers out there. Our guy, Ronnie. Welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Pretty good. So you're from Detroit, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's probably the deepest part where you actually build up and actually get to the point where it's hard, but then you move to Vegas when you're 21 years old. How's it going from Detroit to Vegas now?
It's been a good change. I mean, I consider Vegas home. I've been here for 21 years now. Still go back to Michigan. Yeah, Vegas is home right now.
So you've pretty much been here the same amount of time you've been in Detroit.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Half in Detroit, half in Vegas.
So what'd you do, like, living in Detroit, or have you always been a capper, or what got you into it?
No, actually, back in the day, I ran a restaurant. I was in the restaurant business, served, bartended, stepdad owned a restaurant, managed it, and then me and my twin brother got a job out here in Vegas, came out to Vegas. I was in the nightlife industry, and then I met a big handicapper that was one of the biggest that started this game, and I seen how bad of what he was doing, and I just seen how bad he was. I was like, I can do that. Like, I just know so much about sports. That's something that my passion, and I really perfected it and been doing it since 2013.
So what is it that he was actually doing wrong, or that felt like you had more of an edge than he did, even though you just watched sports?
I mean, if anybody knows this guy, which the majority do because he's the one that started handicapping, he would give out minus 600 plays, minus 800 plays, minus 1,000 plays, just super scummy. And just the way he did it was not the way that was right. So I said, you know what? I can do this. And I see how much money he was making. I was like, I can do this and I can do it better, and I'm going to do it the right way.
So for a lot of people that don't know, or that are not even into the space, but they see a guy like you giving out picks and, hey, you can win 60,000, you can win 20,000. What's minus 400? What's minus 2? What's a plus?
Okay, so for example, minus 400 means you have to lay $400 to win $100. So if you put $100, you're only going to win $40. So there's really no value in that, and it's most of the time something that you could predict yourself. It was something that a monkey could tell you that's going to win.
It's almost like guaranteed.
Yeah, not at the end of the day, it's gambling, but you don't need someone to tell you that a minus 400 is going to win or a minus 600 is going to win. You can predict that yourself if you have any knowledge of sports.
So if you were going to give out a play, what would it be?
I try to keep it around minus 110, minus 120 juice, sometimes plus money. What that means is you have to lay $110 to win $100. So it's pretty much even money.
Okay, got it.
The average customer in this game is that kind of better. They're not trying to lay $1,000 to win $100. There's no value in that.
So, but you come from the industry, you said this guy wasn't doing it the right way. Like, how do you build a clientele? How do you get to the point where you can actually sell picks or even win money yourself?
It was tough. It was late night grinding. It was posting, going on. There was so much that was put in blood, sweat, and tears into this business to actually get to where it is now. I mean, we started this in 2013. We're sitting here at 2026. So that's 13 years just grinded. After 2020 is when I want to say it really blew up.
What made it blow up?
Just the winning, the crazy tickets that we would post, the parlays that we would hit, just the transparency, the honesty. I think if you watched our page and you've seen other people in this space, you can tell the difference. You can tell the genuineness that I have, the passion that I have, the knowledge that I have in sports that others don't have. The transparency goes a long way. You know, I'm not perfect. I never claim to be perfect. And I will never, ever will say I'm perfect or lie to get your business. I got a good heart. I'm just not that kind of person.
How much of, when it comes to betting, let's say you get 20 customers, right? Do you have a lot of you think, are there a lot of cappers out here selling you half one side, half the other side to claim they got bets all the time?
I don't. I think that's a lie. I think that's old school. The one that comes to mind that did that is the guy that I told you that's why I started it. I think that he used to do that because he would always just say he won and he would never say what play it was. So it's social media these days. So when you win or when you lose, you got to go on there and you got to say, hey, I had Duke or whatever game you had.
Yeah.
You can't just say, hey, we won. Hey, we lost. People are going to catch on. You can't be giving half one side and half to the other side. That's just a scummy way. I think that's like telemarketing way. I think there is some of that going on, but not on Instagram, where we do most of our business.
Okay, so what actually got you into, I can make this a business? This is profitable.
Yeah.
What was your first big play?
I would say around 2020, so I was in the nightclub business. We got laid off because of COVID. And then, because I would treat it as a secondary, it was more of like a hobby when I first started ISL Winners, right? We would make some bucks, but it wasn't like I relied on my main job. And then after 2020, I really had no choice and just really blew up. I don't know what was like the final point, but it just blew up. And I was like, you know what? I can do this. And on top of it, I really had a good bankroll where I was making money betting regardless if I sold picks or not.
So you didn't need the picks.
Yeah. So it was just extra money. A lot of people, they need to sell picks to make money in this business. I don't need to sell picks. I make money betting. Like I make a ton of money betting. The hardest part for me now, as much resources and how good that we got, is getting down the action that we're trying to get down.
So what do you guys look for in lines or spreads, or like what information are you actually looking for to see if, like, because a lot of people, let's just take like Duke and they play the TCU game. A lot of people expect Duke to beat them, blow them out because of who Duke is. How do you dictate whether or not that line's good compared to taking the underdog?
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton that goes into it. It's not just, oh, Duke's a better team, we're going to take Duke. It's funny you said that game because we actually did have Duke. And actually, the public side was TCU. More money was on TCU than Duke. And that was all because of the overreaction of the public. Because we all watched round one and we seen Duke struggle with Siena. And then we also watched TCU. They played really well against Ohio State. So public persona, they're like, oh, 11 points for TCU. They should cover that. I'm pretty sure the average person did say that. The sports book actually needed Duke to cover, which was very rare. Duke being a public team, Duke being the best team. What did Duke do? Duke won by 20 points.
Would those be considered what people call trap games?
There are some trap games. I wouldn't say that was a trap game. There's some trap games. There's some fishy lines, but sometimes those fishy lines don't always work. There's not just one thing. It's kind of trial. It's situational. I can't pinpoint like what do I look for. There's a ton of different things that go into the sports betting that most recreational people, they don't have. You need softwares. You need models. You need information. You need to be on the inside as well.
So you need that machine behind you, kind of.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much you're the machine pushing the info.
Yeah. I mean, we have models. I have a team of people. I have a team of sharp bettors. I mean, there's a reason why we're limited or banned from every single sportsbook out here in Las Vegas. The hardest part for me is to get down bets.
So how are you making these bets now? Out of town boats?
No. Yeah, we have ways. I mean, we have 100 accounts that we have different people in telegrams, or we use their accounts and we give percentage. Well bettors, losing bettors. We look for losing bettors. We use their accounts. Sometimes we get burned by them because they're degenerates and they gambled our money away. So it's a huge trust thing. But at the same time, that's the cost of doing business. When I say that, is like we'll find a losing bettor that we know, we build a relationship with them. We use their account and we give them a percentage of the wins. Sometimes they'll gamble and they'll lose the money and kind of ghost us, or sometimes they'll see how much money we're making and we build the relationship going from there. So there's more that goes to it. I don't really want to explain it too much because there's a lot of eyes on us, but there's ways to get down.
So what's like I said, Detroit raised or born, but do you think you got more of that Vegas hustle in you now, or what?
I mean, Detroit has way more hustle. If you're from Detroit, as soon as I meet people from Detroit, they have way more hustle than anyone in Vegas. Vegas is West Coast, laid back. When I first moved out here, I would fucking run laps around people out here. Really? Just West Coast. West Coast is very slow paced, chill. Detroit ain't like that. We're grit. We're hardworking. You'll get on your fucking knees and they get down. Like Detroit, I got all respect for Detroit. But as soon as I meet a person from Detroit, compared to that's just a stereotype, and it's most of the time true. I already had the hustle. I came from a single mom that raised me. Me and my brother, we had to hustle. We had to make money to survive. I wasn't spoon fed. I didn't come from money. We did all this on our own.
So what's like the biggest game you think you've hit, or like the most you've hit on a ticket that surprised? Damn.
Oh man, there's a ton. There's a ton of
or your first big one maybe.
Ton of big wins. Just one that really comes out to mind that really kind of made us famous was our Super Bowl bet. We had the under on the LA Rams Cincinnati Bengals. We had under 44.5 for 376,000. So it was like $400,000 on the game. That was a big hit. But just like another really cool odds that we hit 3 weeks ago, we had a parlay $1,000 to win 37,000.
How many team parlay was that?
6 team. We gave it out to all of our clients. They all hit. So that's a good feeling when you have 300 plus people on that and they all hit with you. You know what I mean? You think it's better just a bit? I mean, parlays, you win more money, right? Obviously. Of course.
But is it more smarter? The smart money is just a single straight bet?
Straight bets. Straight bets are the way to go. We will emulate some parlays, and those are just a bonus. If we're up, we'll just take a shot. We'll do like one parlay every 3 or 4 days, and that's just to take a shot. We're not depending on it. We're not trying to sell people the dream, but we'll do a long shot parlay if we're up, and that's just extra money to try to really hit big. But we're really counting straight bets. Straight bets are the way to go, and the average person is always trying to hit a parlay and that's where they go wrong.
Okay, you bet 100 times, you might.
Yeah, I mean, the parlays are tough to hit. It's hard enough to win one game. Yeah. People are trying to hit 7, 8 teams. And nowadays, all these sports books are promoting parlays. They show these tickets, these crazy tickets that people hit, and the majority of them doesn't show how many times they've lost.
Yeah.
So they're a dream. They're nice to hit, but they're hard to hit.
What differentiates you from like all these other so-called cappers now in the space? Like you got more influencers more than anything doing it, and everybody's pushing the bet DraftKings, take this player to run over 100 yards. But what makes you guys different instead of just pushing out picks?
I'll be honest with you. I can sit here and tell you everything and be that person. You just got to watch from afar. You can just tell. You can tell. I'll tell you this. 95% of people that sell picks on Instagram are losing sports bettors. They're full of shit. They're marketers. They don't even win. They need you to buy their picks because they don't win. They need you to fuel their betting habits. They don't win. They're not winning sports bettors. The majority of them don't even bet. They don't even bet.
But they got the tickets.
Yeah, fake, Photoshop. Anybody can Photoshop a ticket. No cash out videos, no P&Ls, no nothing, no proof. Just one ticket from the same place from an absurd amount of money. You can't even bet that kind of money on games because if you're beating the book, you're super sharp, they will not let you bet that big. The first red flag.
So they won't
take your bet. No, it goes to a trader and then the trader just establishes if they want to accept the bet or deny the bet. The bigger the game, the bigger probability you'll be able to get it done. Like a Super Bowl or like an NBA playoffs. But if you're just betting some random college basketball game on a Wednesday, they're not taking big action on that. They're scared. These sports books are scared to take big bets.
So do a lot of cappers or people betting, do they try to look for like the smaller conferences or stuff like that to make picks?
I don't know. I can speak for myself. There's edges on these smaller games. There's a ton of edges. We always look for an edge. I mean, while March Madness was going on, we bet a couple college baseball games. It pays the same amount.
Yeah.
It pays the same amount. So if we're at the end of the day, we're here to make money. I'm not here to be a degenerate and watch the game and have some action on it. I'm here to make money. I do this as a living, and that's what we look for. It's just situational. Like I was talking to you earlier, women's tennis I can bet. Men's tennis, soccer, any sport that's going to pay and we see an edge, that's what we're going to bet.
So what happened with the nightlife after you started doing that? You say you transitioned into the nightlife. Did you just quit that job or like?
Oh yeah.
It just too much money into this one?
Yeah, I sell winners. I'm going to put everything we had into it and that's it.
Where did the name come from? Who came up with it?
We were actually in the office and doing office hour work in the nightlife and we were just coming up with names and I think what me and my boy agreed to, we were like, oh, it sounds catchy and it just went with it.
What's one of the biggest highlights you've seen or been around or benefited off of just selling a pick to a high client or something like that?
I mean, we have a ton of celebrities that hit us up and some of them I don't want to say their names because it's kind of their business if they want to gamble or not, but there's some that are posted on our page I have a video with the baby. I have a relationship with him. Rob Kardashian, that's a big name that was on my place for a long time. Jim Jones, The Game, just a ton of celebrities that rocked with us and we made a lot of money too this, so that's cool. And then there's some cool stories where there's guys that were in debt and they needed some money and they said, hey man, you helped me pay my bills, and how good that feels when you help somebody out more than hurting them. Instead of, you always hear so many bad stories in the
problems worse, sir.
Yeah, you always hear some bad stories in this game where people are motherfucking handicappers and we're scammers and we're this and that, but then you don't really hear the good ones where they're like, oh, you helped change my financial situation, or I'm able to go on that vacation because of you, or I bought my wedding ring because of you. So those are feel good stories. Those are always good.
So usually when you get a high profile client, do they reach out to you directly or is it like their team or something?
Yeah, both.
Sometimes, before when you were doing it and you first probably got your first big time client, did you think it's like, oh, this ain't really them? Or
you get a message from their page. No, you don't know. There's so many scams on there. But then you get to work with them and it's been cool, man. We've been doing it for a long time.
So you get, like I said, doing this, you see the big cars, the big houses, the women, all that. Is that real life for a lot of these guys doing it, or at least for you?
For me, I'm married. I'm a family man, bro. I have a nice house. I have $1 million house. I drive a Tesla, though. I can have a Lambo. I drive a Tesla. I'm not really a flashy dude, man. I've never been like, I'm really not. But yeah, that's the stuff that sells. These people buy lifestyles. That's the number one problem I see.
Exactly.
The average person, they'll be scrolling through Instagram and they see these guys with a Lambo or a Maybach or a fucking Bentley. These guys aren't winning sports bettors, and that's what these people buy. It's sad. It's real fucked up. I never got it, and I won't ever sell myself to make sales like that. I don't care. For me, I look at it as people are privileged to get our picks. It's a privilege to be on our package.
So what do you like technically, are you, when they say I'm not looking for certain people, but are you looking for a certain type of client, or do you is it just give me the package you want and we're good?
I mean, we have a pretty good base of customers that we've had for a long time. I'll give you a pretty good percentage. 83% of customers that we've had are previous customers. They stay on a package. So they're repeat customers.
Oh, okay, so you are winning.
So you wouldn't continue to come back to someone if they kept losing you money, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they stay on for a long time. I've had customers for the last 10 years, the same customers that are still on a package. And those are the ones that I love. Those are the ones that reap the benefits. Those are the ones that understand that this is a long game. This is not a get rich overnight. There's a grind, bro. This week was a grind. It's fucking up and down, bro. It's not always up. And the funny thing is, if you watch other people in the spaces, they'll always make you think it's just up and they're always winning. It's not that. And I want you guys to know this. It's not always winning. But it's never gonna. It's just like life. You're not gonna wake up every day and you're gonna be fucking just up, up, up. There's gonna be shit that fucks with you and you go take a step down and you go down and you gotta get back up. That's how this is. That's how it goes. That's how anything goes.
So of course you have bad months, probably bad week,
Of
stuff
course.
like that, couple days. What keeps those people motivated to even come back? Or you get to a point where you're kind of like, damn, this dude just lost.
Yeah, it sucks if a person comes on a weekend package or like a daily package and you lose and they just write you off. Oh, you're a scammer. Oh, you
probably get that a lot.
Yeah,
right?
of course. But they need to understand that this is not get rich overnight, one day, 2 days, a weekend. It's not that. Monthly, yearly, quarterly. That's what this is about. It's not, we might have a good couple days. You might think I'm the best person in the world, but then there's going to be a time where we have some losing days. But you need to take this as an investment and invest in yourself. Invest in it. Don't even sit there and just watch your money go at the end of the year or end of the quarter, or end of the
Like a
month.
rock,
Exactly. Like stocks or something. You can't get too high or too low either in this. It's just not.
It's built thick skin. Like you got to be able to withstand your losses.
Of course. It's like, bro, it's hard. It's hard to win. It's not easy.
So the average person coming in, they got to treat it like a hobby, like you did when you first started.
I don't treat it like a hobby at all anymore. It's not a hobby
No more, but I'm saying for like the average person coming in. Like,
most people that buy our picks treat it like a hobby. And the most thing where they fuck up is they still treat it like a hobby when they hop on, because they're betting our picks and they're betting their own picks. So they're taking some of our wins and they're losing it because they're not winning. 99% of people that do it are losing. 99% lose.
if you're paying somebody to give you picks and you're doing pretty well with those, why would you go bet your own? Like, I'm paying you to help me out.
That's a great fucking question. It's discipline. It's just, or greed. Yeah, that's what it is. It is. Or a disease. Like they can't stop. Like at nighttime. If I'm done setting plays at 7 p.m. and there's more games, they want to bet. And I can't be there to stop them from betting. I do my job.
We have a system and it's units.
Yeah.
It's to the units.
Exactly. I do my job. That's what it is. It's tough though. It is very tough. It's all about discipline.
What's the worst story you heard doing this? Or has anybody came crying back like, I lost my house, did this?
Nah, not a house, but I hear all kinds of bullshit, bro. I do. I hear a bunch of bullshit. You know, there's some times when we had a bad run, and I'm not going to sit here and claim like I'm perfect. I've never told anyone to go all in on a play or bet your house. We give out the most units we give out is a 3-unit play. That's like 10 to 12% of your bankroll. So you still have, if you were to lose it, you still have 90% of your bankroll. You have to lose 10 of those in a row to fucking.
How common is it for a first time customer to come in and, they have a $2,000 bankroll and probably blow through that the first time they ever sign in with you?
How common is it?
Yeah.
For 2,000, I don't see us losing 20. If they stay the course, I don't see them going bust.
So it's like you said, it's staying disciplined.
That's the number one thing.
Like, we're going to get our wins. We're going to.
Yeah, I'm not losing 20 games in a row. That's not fucking happening. If you come in with a $2,000 bankroll, each bet is $100. So you're betting 1 unit every play. I would have to go 0-20 for you to go bust.
But then on the other side, you might win 4 or 5 in a row. These guys get to the point where, I just want $600. I'm up. Now I'm going to bet more, but then I start losing the bigger ones, even though you just won me $500 or $600.
Yeah, people do. There's so many different situations because there's so many people.
But that's how hard it is to stay that. You talk about discipline, but it's hard. Like,
it is. That is the hardest part in life. It's discipline. It's discipline. If you go to you're like, hey, I want to get a 6-pack, or hey, I want to get in shape. Yeah. You can go to the gym all you want, but if you go home and eat like shit, you don't stay the course, you're not disciplined, you're gonna still look like shit. You're wasting all the time. That's exactly how this goes. Exactly.
But you're in a city where the flashiness, the cars, you gotta have the money, the women around you, and you get to a point where you win and you feel like you're on top of the world.
Yeah, that's why you can't get too high, you can't get too low. You gotta be even killed. It's a secondary. If you treat it right, it's a secondary stream of income. It is literally. It's better than the stock market. It's more educated than the stock market. We have a team of just fucking sharp people that really, really do it, and I'm one of them as well. We do well.
So are you the one actually like putting the info out now to your clients?
Of course.
Or is it the team around you?
No, there's a team of people as well, but me and a team.
Oh, okay.
But at the end of the day, I'm the shot caller. I'm the CEO of it. I have a team of people. people. My payroll that I have is higher than what we charge for these picks. I have an overhead of a crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
Like I have so many people on my payroll. A lot of customers don't even understand. It's a lot of money, but it's great info that we have and great people that we brought on.
And you feel like you need that team, or you think it could get bigger, it needs to get bigger?
It's always good to have information and have people and to be overlooking stuff. We're doing a podcast right now. While we're doing it right now, I have a team of people sitting and staring at screens.
Yeah, you're doing well.
Yeah, exactly. Like I can't always be doing it myself. I would go crazy to do it by myself. And we're dealing with millions of dollars. I bet millions of dollars a month, millions in handle, like real fucking money, not fake, bro. There's nothing about me that's fake. I will never sit here ever and lie and be a piece of shit just to make money. I will not do that. I will not do that. I think a lot of people that know who I am and people that watch from afar and people that's been watching me, they know that about me. They know it.
So you've been in Vegas 21 years, though. You've seen the highs and lows of the city, but the growth as far as sports gone, how do you feel about that? And what do you think of how quick is
It's huge. It's huge. Sports betting is one of the biggest things in the world right now. It's huge. It's all over. They're starting to become legal in every single state. California hasn't become legal, or Texas. There's apps like Polymarket and that you can bet in California now. Texas, I mean, there's bookies. It's just becoming so accessible to everyone.
But before like the NFL ever came, the whole issue was there's betting there. It won't work. Now we're about to have every single sport here in Vegas. How's that transition to not wanting teams here to now it's okay betting? Like the NFL, they're promoting it.
Yeah,
they know the lines on ESPN.
I know it's changed. ESPN has an app now that takes bets. They see how big of a money grab it is. It's huge.
And every commercial you get promoted to do DraftKings.
Why do you think that it's so big in their marketing? Because they know 99% of people are going to lose. They know that they're going to make money. 99%. There's 1% that actually really make money, and I can proudly and say it with a straight face that I'm that part of 1%.
But you only got to be part of the 1%.
Yeah, and sportsbooks hate us. That's why we get our accounts banned and limited, because we beat them. I mean, let me ask you a question. I know that you're the interviewer, but if I was consistently paying you money, kept giving you money, would you tell me that stop, I don't want any more of your money? No. But if I was fucking taking money from you, I kept beating you, I kept betting with you, and you had to pay me every money, would you be like, you know what? I'm not paying this guy anymore. Fuck that. I'm done paying him.
Yeah, you cleaning yourself.
Yeah, you would cut me off, right? You'd be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why all of our accounts are getting caught and banned. And that's why you see these guys that are betting 50,000, 100,000, which if they really are, which I don't believe it, it just tells you everything right there, that they're not even really betting, or that they're losing sports betting if the sportsbook is taking that kind of action from them.
I mean, we've seen some of these dudes lose 2 or 3 and, 100,000. Not everybody's a millionaire. The average person on this stuff ain't even a millionaire.
No.
So where's all this supposed money coming from?
What do you mean?
Like, as far as them thinking they're betting this, like, do you really have that many clients where you're selling this many packages where you could float all this money and afford to lose?
I don't know how much money these other guys make in the business. I don't. It's not really none of my business, but I'm sure they do good. But I don't think it's real. I think everything that they do is fake in the industry.
Is that there a lot of that going on, you think, to the extent where everybody ain't winning like that? Everybody ain't taking the same bet. So when there is a good game on and is everybody really riding that team, you think?
I don't know.
No. So what else, since you've been here in Vegas, what else motivates you? What keeps you going?
Trying to start a family right now. Trying to do some other business endeavors. Trying to get in. I'm in the real estate right now. Just want to get financially stable, stacking money.
Do you think you're reside in Vegas for a while, or do you want to move? Or
Yeah. I think Vegas is home. I like Vegas. I just built a really, really nice home. Built a sports book in my home. Yeah, I like Vegas a lot.
Yeah, so you got a little sports book in your house?
I do. I built the sports book.
Like a little William Hill? Or?
Yeah, I mean, you can't take bet. We don't take bets or accept bets, but
the look.
Yeah, the look is beautiful. It's nice. A little ISO winner's office. I did that so I don't have to leave home. I like home.
Home at home.
Yeah, watch games. It's like my office.
What's like when you finally realized you made it? What's like one of the biggest purchases you think you made for yourself that made you feel good? Was it a watch? Was it a car? Or maybe you bought something nice?
Actually, we bought my mom a house.
So at that point, like
that's when I knew I made it. Me and my brother, my mom raised us by herself, and she did a really good job. That was the reaping the benefit. That's what made us feel good, is when we were able to cash her out a house.
What was her reaction? Or did she even know what a capper was? Did she even know what you were?
I mean, she knew that her son was badass in sports. Like, she knew that my sports knowledge. I know more about sports than anybody you know. Like, I literally can sit here and talk sports all day long with the knowledge I have. Like, there's so many people that in this game that don't even know shit about sports, and I know everything about sports, everything. But I also know the gambling side, because it's not always about the knowledge side. If it was just that, then there would be a lot of people winning, because a lot of people know a lot about sports. But there's the gambling aspect that comes into it as well.
So a team can be really everything on paper, but what on the other side that couldn't be that winner?
Exactly. You just can't bet that way. It just doesn't work. It just does not work.
A lot of people bet with their their heart.
Yeah, they bet with their heart. They bet with knowledge. Like they just bet with. If you just bet the obvious, you will get crushed. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way.
Sure.
Logic. I'm saying if you just bet with logic, you will not win.
I mean, they have like everything's like plus 12, plus. If you take all those, like you were saying back in the day, your guy was just taking all the plus 800s, 700s.
Minus.
No, minus 700, all the minuses. You would think like, oh yeah, then everybody could just win in the space, right? Like,
Yeah.
they're taking all the favorites and they're supposed to win like that.
Yeah, but you're not. You're laying $800 to win $100.
And you know, a lot of people don't even make that in a week.
Yeah,
To
I know.
lay all that to win $100, you could just go to work.
Exactly.
So what outside of betting, what's the hobbies? What do you like to do outside of the betting aspect of it?
I like to go to sporting events. I like to travel. I go to the gym. Been big on pickleball. Been playing a lot of
That's a
pickleball.
go-to sport now.
Yeah. It's funny. I actually tweaked my back bad today, bro. Before I got here, I wasn't going to make it to this podcast. My back's fucked right now playing pickleball. So yeah, I did a lot of traveling. Just got back from Europe. I'm big on traveling.
Oh, okay. You've been in a lot of countries and stuff?
Yeah. I've been over 30 countries.
This lifestyle funded it well, huh?
Yeah, I mean, and it's also I can work from mobile, right? I work from my phone. I don't have to clock in. It's my business. I can't ever see myself working again for another company. Like
There's no way.
no. There's and this is my passion, and people. I think my customers know that I'm super passionate about it. I actually really do care. I'm one of the few people that actually do care about their clients and about how good we do or how bad we do. Because at the end of the day, I'm betting all the games as well. I'm not just giving them out.
What do you think your strongest or your go-to sport is if you had to come down today and like somebody today, what's the go-to?
It's funny that you asked that because it always changes. It's weird. When we first started, I saw winners like baseball and hockey were like my best. Like I used to crush baseball, loved it. And then they had a rule change. We had a couple down years and not down, but less profit than what we would normally do. College football, we fucking crush. College football, college basketball, German soccer's been really well.
Korean baseball, you gotta do that too?
No, I mean, we'll bet Korean baseball a little bit. No, but college sports, college basketball, college football,
Do you
top
feel
two.
that's more because there's there's money involved in everything now, but what differentiates colleges to the pros?
I know it's easier. The more games, there's a ton of college teams, right? There's so many more college teams than pros. Better edges, softer markets, and it's just easier to win for me. I got a huge understanding for it now. Like I read it really well.
Is it more so when let's say you give out 8 picks today and maybe we go 6-2? Is it kind of now to the point like, hey, let's call it a day, and if we could see another good line, let's take another good edge?
Yeah, I'm not really sending out 8 games a day though. Like that's too many. I try to stick at 2 to 3, but like on a Saturday slate, sometimes I'll find myself sending out 6 or 7 games. It all depends, man. Like if we see something we like, we bet. Today I haven't sent anything out. Today we haven't played anything.
What's like, I don't know, like your cheapest package, or like if you're getting a new customer, what's like a package you try to give them right away or something that's reasonable?
I mean, so our daily card is $49. So that's one for one day of picks.
Okay.
We have a monthly. A lot of times we try to run promos just to get people on. Monthly goes anywhere from $300 to $500. So that's 30 days of picks. We also have a weekly. Weekly's $99 to $249. Just depends on when you buy. So that's 7 days of picks for $99.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. So those are, I try to push weeklies and monthlies just because I know that we may not win every single day. We don't win every single day.
Yeah.
I don't want you to hop on one day and we lose and then you have a sour taste in your
So
mouth.
the best way to go though, for your guys' perspective too, is probably the monthly package, so you give us time to build your bankroll.
Of course, I recommend it all the time. I recommend it to clients all the time. And I feel like I have to take a hammer and drill it to these people's heads because they don't understand it. They don't.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get cheap. A lot of people that are in this space that buy picks, honestly, I don't think they should be gambling. A lot of them.
yeah.
They don't have the bankroll to be gambling.
And you pay for what you get, right? At the end of the day, you pay $49, you're gonna get what you pay for really.
Yeah, you're only gonna get 1 day of picks. I'm not gonna shortchange you or be cheap, give you shit picks, but yeah, 1 day of picks is really, I don't think that's not worth it.
Vegas wise though, what do you see outside of Vegas as far as like the sports scene goes? From Detroit, right? Are you more like homegrown as far as you like the Vegas teams now, or you still stick to your Detroit
No,
roots?
I still root for my Detroit teams, but I'm so jaded now that I gamble. I don't really care. I'll bet against the Red Wings. I'll bet against the Tigers. I'll bet against the Lions. I want to see them do well if I don't have any money on them.
Yeah.
But if I see a line against them, I'll bet against them.
In baseball though, it mostly comes down to pitchers, right? That's what a lot of people play.
Yeah, I mean, pitching's a big part of it, but there's all kinds of stuff that goes into it. Like I said, there's not just one thing that you look at when you do this. There's a wide variety of things that you look at.
One last question before you get up out of here. Appreciate you coming on, but where do you see the future of I Sell winners?
See the future of it?
Yeah,
I mean,
5 years from now, what are we looking at?
hopefully the biggest in the game, number one in the game, and really teaching people how to become a bigger, better sports bettor, like just how to become a sharp bettor. I want to start teaching.
Maybe a school for like
Yeah,
how to
like
produce numbers,
exactly.
how to
Like
run
I'd like
numbers.
to have lessons of what goes on behind the scenes. It really teaches people how to beat the books. My job is to beat these books. These books are scumbags. They really are. MGM, Caesars, you guys are all scumbags. I want to teach everyone how to become and beat you guys. Just since you guys won't let us beat you, I want everyone else to beat you because they have no problem taking the average person's money and people that don't know how to bet. They'll keep you on and they'll suck you dry. But once you start beating them, and I mean, you're playing fair. You're not doing anything illegal. And then they start limiting your accounts. It's just
when you first got banned, how did somebody come out or they like?
No. So what they do is they'll start everything that you start betting. It will start going to a trader. So they have to go. It says bet is processing, and then goes to a trader. Then they'll spit back an offer at you if they accept it or not. So if you bet $3,000, which is like my average bet, it was spit back an offer. They'll only take $1,100 or only $900. And then it got to a point where it was like it wouldn't even go to a trader. It would just spit back $100, 95 joke limits like that I bet when I was 16 years old.
Do nothing for you.
Yeah. So like that's what we did to all of our accounts. So every time I try to under my name, if I try to bet, everything's gonna just spit back a fucking $50 offer. Come on, bro.
So basically, you guys are always looking for somebody to let you use an account.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That'd be the best way until they get burnt.
Yeah, that's what we do. Exactly. Or sell picks.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, why do you sell picks if you're so good? To help us, make money.
You ain't letting us bet it.
Yeah, they're not letting us bet. So
yeah, well, I appreciate you coming out. Like I said, we dropped a little bit of knowledge, and like I said, us being on the sports scene as far as Vegas goes, you gave a lot of knowledge for a lot of these people that actually do bet.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. I hope that you even learned some stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. Appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, so hopefully if you guys want to get a package or anything, I sell winners. Like he said, bet what you can, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.